This is pretty easy to pronounce, but if you are not familiar with it, you don't know. So let's have a look. French term, first word, E-A-U. E-A-U, that is a vowel cluster. 3 letters, 1 sound. That sound is O, and your reference is O, the exclamation in English. If you see it with an X on the end, it is the plural form. It means water or waters in the plural. You do not say that X, it is silent. So you don't say oaks. O singular and O plural sound exactly the same. Next word, de. That E is a neutral vowel. You don't say de, you don't say de, you don't say di. Sort of unstressed, de, eau de. And now we come to the crux. In French, OI sounds like wa. I know that runs counterintuitively, but it makes a wa sound, and that is always the case. So you say toilette, not toilet, toilette. No oi, oi, oi like an horrible oik. Let me quickly place Eau de Toilette in context for you. There is a hierarchy of fragrances, from most concentrated to least concentrated. At the top you have perfume. In French it's parfum, and if you see it written like this, say parfum. You don't have to roll the R. That might come automatically if you are American speaking, but if you speak received English like I do, leave it alone. Parfum. No M. Next one down, Eau de Parfum, means water of perfume. Again, leave off that M. Next one down is our Eau de Toilette. And this is a lighter form of fragrance, and it's more suitable for a hot climate or for the summer. And finally we have the lightest of them all, and that is Eau de Cologne. And Cologne is a city in Germany. In German you say Köln, and you might have seen the famous Cologne 4711, and it's always got the tagline Echt Kölnisch Wasser. It means real water of Cologne, and it dates all the way back to 1792. It was my grandfather's favourite, so I love it, of course. Now let me get back to toilet and toilette, and why toilet is such an undesirable and naughty word to say, and why you must never say it. If you go back and you look at the origin of toilette, it comes from the French toile, and toile is a cloth in French. You know, cloth, material, fabric you make your clothing out of, that's toile. The diminutive, a little cloth, is toilette. So read washcloth. Toilette came to mean washing yourself or grooming yourself. It does not mean you are sitting on the can. If you say toilet in the sense it is used in English, referring to the plumbing installation in the little house, it implies you don't know any better. People will judge you for it. I'm not really judgmental, but I wince when people say it. I want to take them to one side and say, look, don't use that word in nice company. And don't let your children say it either. If it just pops out accidentally, wash your mouth out with soap and water. I'm going to be doing that shortly. What do you say instead? Ask for the restroom. In the UK, ask for the loo. The ladies, the gents, is that PC? I don't know. The facilities, anything, but don't say toilet. Some people have suggested lavatory. I don't know. To my ear, that still sounds a little lowbrow. It's something I avoid, along with words like the can, the John, the jazz, the throne. None of those words are suitable. I'm not forbidding you from using the word. I am simply informing you that there are consequences to using it in a social setting. I don't know if you are aware that there is a genre of British comedy called toilet humour. And yes, that is as rude, crude and vulgar as it sounds. So, while I am on this topic of taboo words, I'd like to mention another one which is a no-no in good company. That word is pardon. And just like toilet, there is a good reason for this if you go back and you look at the origin of the word. It comes from Latin, and in Latin it was used in an ecclesiastical and legal sense. So the Pope would pardon a wretched sinner, a judge would pardon a wretched criminal, and perhaps if you had upset the lord of the manor and you were a poor serf on his property, you would grovel at his feet and beg him for his pardon. If you see it used in a modern sense, it's most usually in the sense of the President of the United States of America pardons a felon. And I want you to look at the difference in status. The all-powerful president pardons somebody who has no power at all. So when you go and say pardon, or even worse, I beg your pardon, especially to somebody who knows what this word means, you are implying that they are your social superior and you are inferior to them in status. So much so that you must beg for their pardon for your infraction. You might as well get on the ground and throw a little grovel in while you are at it. No wonder they snicker. Don't say pardon. Say excuse me. Excuse me. By the way, this husky, sucksy voice is not 100-a-day camels. It's allergies. I do apologize. So what do you think? Are toilet and pardon unforgivable words? Do you use toilet and pardon? How do you defend using them? Are these rules archaic and elitist and classist? Let me know what you think in the comments. And hit like, share and subscribe.